Us next on the call, head football coach from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, Monte Coleman. Coach Coleman, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Coach Coleman and his Golden Lions picked up their first win of the season with a 38-18 win over Mississippi Valley State on Saturday. Coach, if you could share your thoughts on Saturday's game and talk about your preparation for your bye week and some of the areas you may have concerns.
Well, it's definitely more of an upbeat atmosphere around here. We're excited to get our first victory. We played a very good football team, I thought, against Valley. They're going through some transitions and stuff like we are with the players, but we were very glad to be able to go down on their homecoming and come out with a victory. We knew they would have the added incentive to try to win the football game, and it was a good football game. We were very glad and lucky to be able to come out with the victory. We did do some things right. Ben Anderson had a very big day. The offense put up 480-some total offensive yards. We had Cody Swain, who had a big game on Saturday to help us in that victory. Ben Anderson rushed the football, and that's the thing that we know that we have to do. We had a net yard of 215 yards net rushing, and we held their rush offense to 57 yards, which that's been our Achilles heel all year. Teams have been able to run the football, and we were able to shut them down, which was good for us. The thing that I didn't like in this game, we had way too many penalties, 135 yards of penalties. A lot of those was personal fouls, and we pride ourselves on being disciplined. And for whatever reason, we kind of put that on the back burner, and I wasn't very happy. And it will be addressed. It will be addressed this week. As far as practice for this bye week, we will practice every day, weather permits. We've got overcast and rainy days, and we'll try to get out and do. Excuse me, I don't know what that was, but we will get out and we will work this week in preparation for our next opponent, which would be Alabama A&M in Huntsville.
The floor is now open for questions for University of Arkansas Pine Bluff head football coach Monte Coleman.
Coach, I see Morrell. Just how much different does this Monday feel compared to all the other Mondays after a game you've had this year?
Well, I could sum it up very short. I got a smile on my face, and that means a whole lot. It is never fun to lose a football game. Being conference game, being non-conference is never fun to lose a football game. And to be able to come back and get our first victory right now, we're very joyful around Golden Lion Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, looking at Anderson's play from this past weekend and looking at his play last year, known for a pocket passer, do you think now you expect more production out of him in terms of rushing the football as well as passing?
Well, what we asked Ben to do is just stay within the system that Coach Dooley, our offensive coordinator, and his staff has. Don't try to do too much. If it's there's nobody covered. Ben has the ability to run the football. I think he rushed for 123 yards this past week with a long of 25. So, a lot of defenses don't account for your quarterback. And if they can get away, if they have the legs to run the football, that's an added advantage to the offense. So all we ask Ben to do is just stay within the system and manage the game according to the plays. But if it's there, then, of course, we've got to take it.
Coach, Cody Swain, just the game of his life right here. What improvements have you seen in Cody throughout the year?
Cody, we didn't play him last year very much, and he's matured since training camp to now, and he's getting better and better each game. Cody has a great ability to run good routes, and now he's becoming one of Ben's go-to people. He is catching balls each week, and the only thing he did this week, no different than any others. He made plays. Cody finished with, I think it was 150-some yards, and had a long of 80-some yards. That's big, 6 catches. So Ben passes the ball around. Desmond Beverly and Thomas Winters and Dexter Bryant, all of those guys were able to catch footballs for us, and that's what we want him to do. It's not just key in on one person, but spread the ball around as much as possible. It's just that this week it was Cody Swain's chance to have a big game, and he really did with 6 catches and over 150 yards.
The call is still open for questions for head coach, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, Monte Coleman. Reminder to hit *6 to unmute and *6 to mute your phones. Coach, with the bye week, what areas of concerns do you plan on addressing?
Well, it would be pretty much just an overhaul. There's not really any specific areas. One of the things we will continue to work on and have, we'll definitely put a lot of emphasis on our tackling. It won't be full-fledged tackling during practice, but we'll have tackle drills and more tackle drills this bye week. The other thing is just taking care of our business, making sure we're taking care of the football, and just taking care of the small things, the drops by the linebackers, making sure that they're getting the guys lined up right, just taking care of our business more so, of course, worrying about an opponent this week. So it'd be back to basics, almost like training camp, where we're not practicing against any specific plays. We'll be offense against defense, ones against ones, and just working on our basics.
We have time for one more question for UAPB head football coach Monte Coleman. Coach, after picking up that win on Saturday inside your locker room, was there any sense of relief or sense that you guys could probably salvage the rest of this season going down the stretch?
Well, there was a lot of sigh of relief. Past games this year, I've seen guys in the locker room crying because of the losses that we've sustained. And this week, guys were very jovial. They were jumping around, and it's like it should be, or like it was last year. So as a coach, of course, that was very, very pleasing for me to see and to experience. And what we're doing now from here on out, we're just taking it one game at a time. We've got 3 games left. We'll have this bye week, then we'll come back and we'll play we'll play Grambling. And then we'll travel to A&M, but we're just taking it one game at a time. The Grambling game will be our senior night, and we want to send our seniors out with a bang on that particular game, and we're just taking it one game at a time.